Good afternoon. That's good. Just put it in park for me. You know why I pulled you over? Yeah, well, you're doing 65 and a 45, and you're a dog. You can't be driving.
Spin the wheel. Yeah, I'm in the Lambo right now. Chatbot Builder AI made me rich. It's a no-code platform that let me spin up chatbots for businesses without touching a line of code. They handle leads, book clients, and
Create flows that think for themselves. With Chatbot Builder AI, responses arrive in real time, no coding required. Your logic, our AI. Design
CBB Nation. Only those who master AI will survive and prosper. The rest will be left behind.
Good afternoon. That's good. Just put it in park for me. You know why I pulled you over? Yeah, well, you're doing 65 and a 45, and you're an alligator. You can't be driving. All right, hang tight. Don't take off. I'm gonna...
What is going on, CBB Nation? Man, how many of you guys caught that? We just don't even know what to believe anymore. Golly, has anyone in CBB Nation been playing with old Sora? This stuff is just absolutely insane. I knew that they were going to have to do something big, and I think not enough people really have played with this stuff yet. But man, if I was Hollywood right now, I would be shaken if I was in any position. This is just getting so wild. I don't know, do they have a web version? I'm checking right now. Yes, this is so insane, guys. I'm gonna see if I can. Yeah, I'm already logged in. If you've already played with, I'm gonna start sharing my screen. If you've already played with Sora, I really want to know, and I want to know what you think about it. At first, I was thinking, who in the right mind? I don't know if you can hear that, but I can. If I scroll over, every video on this thing is AI generated, and it's just mind blowing. I just did it for the first time right before jumping on with you guys, and every single thing that I tried to do, it did. Is it going to show my stuff here? These are all the videos. This would make it in. This is just absolutely insane. This dude just gave me a testimonial. I just told it to do a testimonial, and it just busted it out. All these videos I did, I think in under, I don't know, 20 minutes. This alligator, it's just wild. And did you catch the flow builder? The text is still bad, but it's just wild, guys. We've crossed a line in my, crossed a threshold of what's about to be possible. This was at a client's today. This is Elvis. And I did a couple of his. Matter of fact, the first generation I did of Elvis at a client's place today, they said, "Oh, but you know what? The car is a modern car. You should make it be a time from that era." And I was like, I just regenerated the thing. I was like, make it in 1960s. Boom. And Colonel Sanders is in the back. I don't know how that got in there. But you got the flow builder here. I changed this. That was originally a golden retriever. Now it's a black German Shepherd like Rambo, my dog, with the shades on. And I'm just blown away. You know, as someone that's done a lot of video in my life, I know the value of just getting on set, just getting on a scene, on a location. That's costing money, man. Someone's paying for that. You know, whether you're paying for it as a business owner, which you shouldn't be, or building that into your bill, just arriving costs money. To be able to set up and do different scenes, to take the time to make any of these videos, and I wouldn't necessarily use any of these per se. I do think in the video that I introed with, I might have shown you the one I made with Gemini, not Sora, that I am probably going to use for an ad that we're going to talk about today, and it's going to be with gamifying. That was a good way to put it. Gamifying your lead generation or your lead qualification, maybe. They at least got to make a couple clicks, right? And we're going to look at that. But I just wanted to show you guys, this is just where we are. If you want me to make a generation while we're doing other stuff, I'll put the prompt in. But let's see who all we got. We got Kim in the house. What's up, Jeff? Have you guys played with this stuff? I want to see. Dexter, I saw you riding the Harley. That thing is nasty. I need to get my bike out and ride some. What's up, Charles? Good to see you, man. Look at all my people here. Yo, Austin, thank you for getting this ready. Hello there. What's up, dude? Good to see you always. So, what did you miss? You didn't miss anything. You couldn't get an invite code? I'll find you one. They're watermarked though. Yeah, they are. But I mean, if you know what's going to happen next, we'll have an API next, and we'll be able to generate stuff. They don't have an API for Sora 2 yet. That was the same thing that happened with ChatGPT, wasn't it, Asta? How many years ago? If you remember way back when I had my red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Yes, it's amazing. It really is just absolutely. Oh, what's going on, man? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Did you missed the intro? I made these are all the Sora videos I made for you guys as a funny intro and to show you like what is really possible. And it just blows my mind. We got a commercial here. We've got an Elvis getaway here. It's just amazing. Yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it one day soon. You'll have it when the API is available. Put it that way. But I think that at first, before we jump into this, and this was like the main thing that I wanted to do was have a spinning ad. Like this was the first one that I did. I just saw these other ones. I was like, generate this. I was like, make this dude actually, whoever this is, I have no idea. This person right here. I guess you can't hear it. He's literally talking about Chatbot Builder in this thing. I would never, ever in a million years. No. And I can promise you, like, yeah, there's watermarks there. There's going to be some people that don't even see that. But also, like, if you really wanted to get away with it, you could. Like, you could probably just take this out. Like, that was one of the things Jim and I kind of got in trouble for, I think, with their original image generation, new gen. It was able to take out the watermarks of images really good. It probably can still do that. But yeah, so what I want to show you guys today is just something that was an idea I had related to the spin the wheel deal, and something that would, a couple of episodes ago, I talked about going back to the basics. One of the very, very first things that I just thought was just magic was how I was able to, in the earliest, non-technical form that you just got it out there, I was using GIFs, animated GIFs. Well, now we could like generate the whole creative, but we could also, because of just how amazing these LLMs are, whether you're using Claude or whether you're using ChatGPT, they're all amazing at this point at code, and they can just do things that just is unbelievable. Okay, and so I'm all about making things fun and an experience. I think that's what we should like always be cognitive of, is like, unless you're just outputting a bunch of parrot bots that are just going to like repeat back information, which is totally fine if that's what you do. That's a pay me GPT experience, in my opinion. But in general, you're going to want to guide that conversation in a way that is a good experience. And I always was one to use GIFs or animated or, video or galleries just to make things different and more valuable, because I knew that other agencies didn't know how to do that. They still don't know how to do that in my area and your area too. And so if you are able to offer something that's just like magic to people and familiar to people, you're going to be on a good track. So there's many different steps in acquiring a customer, but one of those steps I think is going to sometimes call for gamification. So I've got two fun things that we're going to look at today. One is a scratch off. Okay. And I think this is going to be something people like to see. It could come from Facebook Messenger or an Instagram or WhatsApp, because this is a link to a landing page. This is just a demo account here. I'm going to make sure I wipe clean any contacts. I was messing around earlier as I was making this for you guys, and I'll make both of these available as a template when I'm done with this video. I should have wiped away all my contacts there. Cool. So I've got two flows here. I've got the scratch off and the spinner. Here's the spinner since I brought that up first. This is going to be the coolest thing if you've ever seen this. And they're still today, I'm sure we'll check that maybe. Are there any applications that are just like spin to win type deals? Wendy knows all about this stuff. What's going on, man? You're right on time. You missed some of the Sora video, but I'll share that with you in Discord. Good to see you, bro. But check this out. So this is the spinner. Spin to win, right? And it looks awesome on mobile. I might even be zoomed in a little bit on my computer. I don't know. Yeah, I'm way zoomed in like an old man already. Golly. Okay, so this is how it looks. Looks great, and it is responsive. You can take this code and dump it in. And I've tried both Claude and ChatGPT multiple times. Believe me, of just changing this and that. But in this case, the idea would be, okay, so I've got my video here. Then I really might use the Sora video and add to see if I can, at least. The spinner wasn't good there. I don't know if you can hear what I can hear. He's saying spin the wheel, right? And I think that could be funny. But I want to run this ad with this post on at least Facebook and Instagram and just see what happens. Target the right people. And we might do a video on that. Like, there's very special ways that you can use, especially the messenger list, to target the right type of customer. More advanced stuff there. So yeah, here's the wheel. What should happen is, and I've showed a couple of people this earlier, but I switched the logic because this is how it really should be. The whole goal is you want to get that person's contact information. That's what we talked about last week. Make the social media effort, for example, count for something. When you can do that, you can quantify it with something tangible, with not just likes and comments and blah, 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 but when you're converting those comments into customers by collecting the email, phone number, this and that. So in this case, if getting the information is the problem, this is a way that you can overcome a lot of times where the lead stops in the funnel. And it might be very early on. They might hit your landing page or wherever they're supposed to provide their information and just point blank not do it. Now that may disqualify them as a lead altogether, but it might just be your overall, or whoever you're dealing with, overall direction. So one way that you can overcome that is by making something more gamified. You could just, and maybe we'll try this next, like straight up ChatGPT's try it and just see if it will change how I want it to. In this case, what I've got going on is the wheel has different percentages for a discount. And so I'm going to be able to spin and then claim the discount. So I'll spin first. I could have hit the little middle button there and it lands on 25%. Okay. And so I can see here's my claim discount window or dialog. I can close it. Maybe I can want to spin again. Should be able to do that. Feel like I'm like getting a deal. Oh, that was less. That's what happens when you cheat, man. Let's spin it again. I want to get a bigger discount. And you can, because this is your code that I'm giving you, you're going to be able to throw this into ChatGPT and make any kind of changes you want. So you could say, for example, most of the time I want this deal or discount to be provided. And it's going to do the math for you, which is just insane. You don't have to like even think of that stuff anymore. But anyways, let's click claim discount. So here comes the fun part. Now I want to claim that 15% off. So I'm going to collect and I'm still on a landing page, which you could also embed, by the way, anywhere. This is, you could put it anywhere. And then the fun part is when you get to the bot. But now I'm going to just punch in my information here and then claim. And what should happen is, boom, go to the web chat in this case, and it knows my name because I just filled it into the form, right? So I spun the wheel, I won 15%. So therefore it knows my name and the 15%. I'll let you guys try this too. I think this is just a really interesting, fun way to collect data, to collect information. Let's make sure I see my stuff in the inbox. And look, I want to point this out. So it got my name, the email, the phone number. With the phone number, we're able to understand from that area code a lot of information. So as you can see, South Carolina, that is my state. That's perfect. And then the discount, which is what I got from the spin. So let's make that a thing where you can try it. This is live, obviously. So if you do try it, CBB Nation, obviously you can put fun, save to have information on the screen, put that right out there. So I'll publish this guy, and what I might do here is I'll publish a link. This is of a landing page. So here's the code. And by the way, I can show you, I'll zoom in on this a little bit. If you're just wanting to use the same exact thing, you totally could. There's very little that you'll have to actually change at all. Let's see, here it is right here. You will use your account ID. This is going to be your flow ID. Look, I'm on a flow. This is the flow ID. So you'd use this number right here. And this is that, this is the same account. This is the demo account we're on. And then if you have and you could have as many as you want, but if you have a custom field, in this case, it's going to be discount, you would use the custom field ID. So these are the three things that are unique to your account when you try this, so that like when you fill out that information, it goes into your CBB account or your white label. All right, so that looks good. So let's make sure that I've hit publish here. I'll grab the publish link, and then we'll see if CBB Nation's awake today. And I'll go to my tools here, and let's go to our magic links, my favorite. So this will be the spinner. I'm riding spinners, right? Here's the URL, and I could change this URL at any time. I think that's good. Continue. So now we should be able to see the QR code. And I'm going to go ahead and do it for my phone as well. It should be like perfectly responsive on your device, which is always nice. Our landing pages on CBB were built for a smartphone experience because, again, we were originally just compatible with Messenger way back in the day. All right, cool. So this is looking good on my phone. If you're trying it at home, cool. So now I'm going to go ahead and spin the deal here. I need to get a good number. 20%. It looks perfect. Got the notification to claim my discount, so that I will do. I'll claim it, and I'll just punch it in. Boom, boom, boom. Claim the discount. And there it is. Thanks, Ryan. Here is your 20%. Here's your discount, 20%. So let's look and go to the analytics page here. See if we had anybody else try it. 6 people. 6 people just tried it. And let's go to our inbox. Boom. Look, and we got all there. Man, look at this. Here's Jeff. So cool. Jeff put in all the information. New Zealand, my man. That's cool. if that's you, that's cool. Kim Possible. What up, Kim Possible? Pineapple pizza. That's definitely going to be Wendy. I love that. We know if we see pineapple pizza, that is Wendy. That is so fun. So I think that this is a really cool experience. Not everyone and their mama or grandmama wants to give out information. But when you incentivize it, and I don't want to say disguise it, but when you make it more fun and approachable and valuable and incentivized, you're going to have a much better return. So the next example, and I'll go ahead and, for me, I always think about the fun stuff and just showing you guys all the things and deal with whatever later, because we're always on the up and up. When you live your life that way, you don't have to worry about stuff, right? And so that's really how I try to do. So I preface that because I'm not advocating gambling in any type of way. I'm not saying go out there and do anything gambling. So there's my disclaimer. Don't gamble. It's bad. However, you're not gambling when you're dealing with CBB scratch off, okay? Or whatever you want to call it, whatever your brand is. This I thought was just such a fun thing. I saw this years ago, and literally, guys, I just had the idea. I was like, I'll bet you both ChatGPT and your homie Claude could both one-shot this whole concept, this was a part of a suite of a reoccurring subscription to a specific tool. I'll never forget it. And I'm not going to say the name of the company, but some old school chatbot people might know this. It's a very small company, but it was very niche, but the guy's still a legend in a way. But now it's the whole concept of his entire business is multiple little products that many people purchased over the years man, you could one-shot all of these concepts now. And you don't even need to run a separate server in a lot of cases. In this case, you just need the landing page. That's the cool thing about how things are working. But let's look at the scratch off, and I'll hush yapping. This is the scratch off. Like, this is a one-shot prompt. I did it with Claude first, and I think Claude got it like 99% perfect. And then ChatGPT brought it home. Let's find where you do need to understand where your IDs will go first. I can build up some more suspense. Let's see. All right, here you go. Look, so yeah, this is more Claude. For any white label domain, you just change your domain here. That's all you're going to change. So you've got your account ID, again, your flow ID, and this is the same exact discount. It's the same exact concept, just skinned differently to gamify it. And then I've got the base URL. Okay. So again, you could have as many custom fields as you'd want. You could just add another line, or you tell ChatGPT or Claude, add another line. Here's the cuff. Here's the custom field ID, and it'll just understand. Believe me, I've done this so many times at this point. They're all getting it just perfect. So let's see. Let's do this one. Let's show it on the screen first. So cool. Scratch your lucky ticket. This is so cool, man. And this works on WhatsApp. This will work on Messenger. This will work on SMS. Really fun stuff. Scratch your lucky ticket. So in this case, it's easy as that. You're just going to scratch. Ooh, boy. I think I just got lucky, son. Did I say 75? So perfect. And in my case, I have it set where at least 25% of the screen has to be scratched off. I really wanted them to play, and you'll experience that if you want to scan the code in a second. But in this case, I just spent the time to scratch the thing off, which is an experience. Like, if you're any brand, if this could fit with whatever you're trying to do, then you don't need to make it gambling affiliated at all. This could be a discount also, an item, or based on a purchase, obviously. That's like the way we would do it in the restaurant world. It would be, and that's what I'm going to show you guys next, and hopefully it'll like live up to all the things that I've told you it could do. I'm going to make one for a restaurant, I think. And the discount will be like half off, buy one, get one, or something like that. So claim my discount. I'll do that. I get the same form here, bust through. I'll change the email just so we see that it does show us the correct stuff, and claim my discount. And so that builds the URL, which then sets the custom field. And so boom, it's perfect. It says, Ryan, you're awesome at making videos with Sora. No, it says, here's your name, gotcha, and then here's your discount. And again, maybe we'll throw this into Google Sheets or something and have more fun. Let's go back here, and let's grab this link for the scratch off for people that want to do this. And you know what else we'll do? We'll keep it simple for now. We'll do scratch off. And then, yeah, we'll go back to our tools. We'll make another magic link because we're all about that magic. I'll check some comments. So there's our Rad and Spinners link above there. And here's our scratch off. Scratch off. You didn't think you'd be learning about scratch off tickets tonight, did you? Scratch off tickets. All right, cool. So scratch off. I'll go ahead and generate that QR code. And if you'd like to try your luck, here we go. Now's your chance. I'm going to do the same thing. So let's pop that open. It really does look awesome. I mean, I'm biased, I guess. I think all of our stuff is awesome. I think all you guys are awesome. And thanks for hanging out and chilling on a Freestyle Friday where I'm teaching you about Rad and Spinners and gambling, obviously. Scratch your lucky ticket. Like, it doesn't make sense for all brands, for sure. But in the case it does, there's not a more fun, cool experience, man. And so anyways, so I'm going to scratch off my ticket because I'm feeling lucky. I'm not as lucky as whenever I just showed it to you guys. This one was only 25%. So then, boom, I could try again or claim my discount. I'm going to claim that thing. So then it brings me to the form. Boom, 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 and claim my discount. And there it is. Thanks, Ryan. Here is your 25% discount. Wendy only got 10. The more you try, the less you get. Yeah. I can get you an invite code. Matter of fact, can I show it from right here? Let's see. Invite friends. Here you go, dude. There you go, right there. Boom. I'll copy this code here, and I'll post it right here, so you make it more easy. Bam. How you like that? There's your Sora code. Yeah, Sora, it is freaking fun. Jose, you have got to check this thing out. You got 20%? Nice. You've got to check this thing out. I made a video, an intro to start it off. All of these videos, dude. This has got the flow builder in it. This is just so gnarly. This is a whole ad on CBB. It's just absolutely crazy. The sound and like the music in the background, you guys can't hear it, obviously, I guess, but like it's so good. It's so wild, man. You got 50%, Kim Possible. Of course you would. Of course. Let's see. So, oh, got you. I got you, Wendy. Well, we got Gemini already. So yeah, maybe I'll show you Gemini next as well. Someone just followed me. Maybe that was somebody from CBB Nation. Maybe that was the folks over there at OpenAI looking at our videos. What up, OpenAI people or Claude people? Anthropic Blaine, where you at? Yeah, we totally got Sam giving us like the craziest speech in an alligator from my neck of the woods. Isn't this just so wild? Tell us again what to do, please. Just arrived. So the whole idea was I remembered about the spinning wheel. This thing, spin the wheel. Luck of the. I've got actually a huge like foam board printed really nicely out. I should have found that before we started here. But it's just a gamification. And so what we looked at is let's see. So we had the scratch off here. This is the first thing that we looked at. Not the scratch off, the spinner. So the spinner, and I'll get the link this time. The spinner, we're riding spinners here. This is going to be code. I'll make a template so you can literally just take this and make it your own and make it work for your accounts to make it do what you need to do. Save the information, create the contact, save the custom information, whatever. In this case, I'm showing a fun way to, like, instead of getting that moment where you're stopping in the funnel where people don't go to the next step for whatever reason. Part of that reason might be because it's not enticing enough. It could be disqualification of that lead. But if I was going to make this make sense for the real estate world or the mortgage world or some, maybe it's like a financial services world, like I'm going to use a different incentive. Right. And it could be here's the thing that you got, put your information in for the thing that we send you automatically. Something like that. Lead gen, just a straight lead gen. So I'm going to spin the thing. And the whole idea is, in this case, it's going to all match up and be real. So here's my 50% that I just won. And I'm going to claim the discount. So I'll claim it. And then here's the interesting part. This is where our system comes into actual play. We're taking this form information and the form is going to build a URL. And as soon as I click claim the discount, if you can, look at the top URL right here. As soon as I click claim, boom. Now you have your set custom field action, which we talked about, got nice documentation for. It's now opened up a flow and it's created a contact with these custom fields. So Ryan, my email, blah, blah, blah. And then to prove it, we have a nice little thanks. Here's your discount. Let's see. We could do something else here. Let's now grab this. And guys, I'll show you since you just came. So that was the spinner. And then here's the scratch off. This one to me was just so fun. And the whole point is I made a Sora video based on spinning the wheel with this dude. So spin the wheel, or excuse me, we just went through that. Spin the wheel. We should make one for the scratch off. Let's actually do that. So let's do a Matrix style video of a scratch off ticket revealing a discount with Matrix Rain in the background. Highly realistic and super epic, cinematic. Super epic cinematic added to the queue. So it's going to generate. Meanwhile, we could do the same thing over with Gemini. I know a lot of people have been playing with VO. I think VO is really cool because you can do the different angles. You can do vertical or landscape, which I think is nice. I'm sure that they'll come out with this, with that eventually. But guys, this is where things are going, which is just so wild to me. If we can generate, and I think Gemini is in 8 seconds. I don't know how long these are. Does it tell us? It doesn't show the seconds. I think next year we're gonna have to like have a 5-minute waiting period, and you can have like an episode of like whatever you want. That's really what I think. This is just so much Mario. It's just too crazy. I haven't put myself on here yet, like to generate a video of myself. I've just like generated other people. You could take any of these here and like just remix them basically. I think it's just so crazy. This is almost done, maybe. There's Elvis. This dude, look at, so this person's like hand messed up there. The steering wheel is like reversed, so I didn't publish that one. This one is Elvis, but like he's getting pulled over by the cops, but he's like he drives off as the cop. That's pretty hilarious. This is so insane. But it's only gonna get better, guys. Like that's the thing that like blows me away. It's just only gonna get better, and like we're at the point where you're like nothing that you see at this point can you just take. Yeah, that's real. Like nothing. That's what I've taken away from it. And also, like as it gets better, just like remember with the old school Dolly, like it was amazing when it first came out, but like it couldn't spell anything correct. And now I would say it's probably spelling 70% of the things correct, and probably 60% of the things like the way you'd really like it. So it's gonna continue to improve. You got to apply that across the board everywhere. So I think that like literally this time next year, the same duration of a video would have to be like 10 times better, probably. And this is already really good, minus this one really bad one and like this bad logic here. I'm curious to see what this is. I wish you guys could hear the thing because the audio makes everything so much better that come with the videos. Okay, where'd it go? Drafts. Let's refresh my screen. Oh, this is so good. Oh my, so it didn't reveal the whole thing. Digital deal. How funny is that? How epic is that though, seriously? So like this is the Dolly 3 of cool video, I would say. Like you could see it now. Like think if you've ever made one of these videos ever with like a Final Cut or I don't even know what else you would use, CapCut or something. Final Cut is like generally what I like to use if I'm making something production wise. CapCut's like in a pinch maybe. To make this is requiring many steps. The crazy thing is we just generated several videos all at once. It is, yeah. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's super sick. There he is. I was waiting for you to arrive. Maybe 20%, you have to pay more. What else we got here? This is the perfect thing for Black Friday for sure. But maybe that's what we'll do. Make it I did an iPhone 20 not too long ago, like a landing page on Pay Me GPT. Implemented review incentive program offering gift cards for popular retailers. You always drop the bombs. Restaurant bar karaoke night, tap to spin. I'm telling you, I wish if I could have seen it right this second, I would grab it. But I don't want to walk away from the camera like that. That's so unprofessional. So I'm not going to do that. But it was okay. Like many times, the experience is like what is sold an account for when we were going directly as an agency. I would try to make them, laugh or whatever. If I'm in person, I'd always try to break the ice that way. But like that experience of doing something so big, it just really is. And again, I was usually focused on Messenger. So there's a lot of information. In my case, I'd personalize everything, even maybe in a thank you page would have like their name and their info and like whatever. Even back then, we didn't have the same AI as we do today to make it more awesome. Does the QR code go anywhere? No, this one doesn't, but you could totally, I don't know. I guess you probably couldn't do it easily with an app that I know of. With Final Cut, you could track it. You would have your regular QR code that you would want right on top. And again, I think this is just like the Dolly 3. Like you could use Dolly 3 for some production things as like a background asset maybe, but like not something that you would necessarily want to post like directly. There's some things that ChatGPT's made that's just like straight, yeah, post it. Let's see. What should we look at? I have one more. I had one more video I wanted to show. This was going to be for oh yeah, let's see. I think I found it. Yeah, so this is the actual video that I think I'm going to use for a post. You guys tell me if you think this is going to be post worthy maybe. Check this out. Okay, it popped over here. This is what I'm thinking. Like this is maybe like 3 generations. But the idea is literally they're going to see this as an ad, comment or click a link, whether they're on Instagram or Facebook, and then get taken through that flow. Like, and on Facebook, we'll already have their first name, last name. So I won't even have to have that field, but maybe I'll include like industry or something. I would target obviously marketing minded folks in business that have Facebook page accounts that are admins. That'd be like my specific criteria. Let's see, how long does it go? So 8 seconds. It's the same as Gemini. There's not music behind it, but there's like really cool sound effects that go with this automatically. Like to just make this on your own, even if you're good, is going to take some time. And in our case, you could, I guess, I don't know what your limit is, but you can make a ton of these, and I don't know how credits work, to be honest. It might be super expensive. But it's just wild what you can do today. Just absolutely bonkers. For those of you that didn't see the video, this is what I like started with. It's just absolutely insane. I've got the dog getting arrested. That's Rambo, my black German Shepherd. A dude in the Matrix showing the spinner. Right. I could have honestly, like, I don't know if you'd get dinged for that, but like I don't think it matters that much. Like people are, especially if they're doom scrolling anyways, that happens to be the case of like whoever your customer is, and that happens to a lot of people. Who cares? Like what's the messaging behind it? And that'll just go away with the API anyway. Okay, so let's keep on looking. I just saw this dude, just random. Like I have no this might be a famous person. I don't know. This might be a fake person. I don't know. That's where we are right now. I don't know if this person's even real. But he was talking about he has got an AI agency and he's super rich now. And I was like, change it to where he's saying it's all about Chatbot Builder AI and how awesome the platform is. And it came out with this. You could hear it in the intro and it just blew my mind. He's in a little Lambo. You always look at the text. That text you can always kind of see. That's your big clue right now. That'll go away eventually. He's just talking about how awesome CBB is. And then I literally took a screenshot of CBB with my phone and look what it's done. Here's the fake words. There you go. Open ID. That was really close. Generate text is fexed. That's funny. The rest is really super close, man. Like did super duper close with just a crappy screenshot too from my phone. AI replies in real time. Oops. I don't know what this says. That's like it was like instead of replies, it says T-plies or something. But look at this. This is gonna be so good. Like, man, I'm telling you guys, if you're not in AI right now, you better start thinking about becoming someone who considers themselves in AI right now. I'm telling you, because I didn't know it was going to go this fast. Look at this. They've got the freaking flow builder on the computer. I'm telling you, this is just getting crazy. You can do some, and then Sam Altman here is just like saying some crazy stuff. Look at his eyes. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. And then here's the final thing. So this, all that other stuff was like me just working hard for you right now, actually, guys. Doing all this hard work of video generation. Not any editing necessarily, but generating all the video for you. But this is the one I think we'll run like as an ad. Maybe I'll do a couple of more. Wendy might have, she's Asa as well, a perfectionist over there. And we'll see what it does. We'll put some money behind it and come back with you with the results. And gosh, you could obviously try it yourself. As soon as as soon as the API is ready, that's exactly what we'll do. I could probably pretty much guarantee the day that the API is available for it, we'll integrate it over there. Count as a great. It is. Oh yeah, that's what we were gonna do. That was the idea. So let's like make sure that we can all like actually see it happen. Do you want to do the scratch off or the spinner? What do you guys think? We'll make a new version of this, and I'm gonna like hopefully be able to prove with just one prompt that like whatever your theme is, it'll just work for you. You just prompt it in the most basic way. Oh, darts would be a fun thing to try. I did think about like what other games. I thought about think of like a pinata deal, like whack the pinata and then your whatever falls out, your spinner. Yeah, I think the spinner. All right, so we got a spinner and a scratch off. What are we gonna choose? Who's gonna be the tiebreaker? One vote for spinner. Bingo. You could do that. Might be too long. Well, I won't say it might be too long. I'm sure you could do it, but that might be more complex for sure. They might not get that in one shot. That's a lot of logic. Pinata. I think that would be that would be a gangster test. Like, yeah, I think that would be kind of fun. All right, so we've got a spinner, scratch off, a shuffleboard. You could do that one. Rock, paper, scissors. Wendy built rock, paper, scissors with just basic formula logic back in the day. No lie, no AI. And when was that? 2020. Wendy literally with custom fields, wasn't it? With custom fields, made rock, paper, scissors before there was AI like we have today. That was one of the coolest things I've seen Wendy ever make. Shout out Wendy. Pin the tail on the donkey. You can do all these different things. A cherry picker. Roulette. Look at all you got. I see. I did not want to put you in the gambling mindset. I feel guilty already. Now I feel bad. Just kidding. Let's see. All right. What I think we'll do. Yeah, in like 40 nodes. All right. Here's what I think we'll do. We'll do, since it is the old school, we'll do the spinner. And that was kind of what I was thinking on anyways. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy this guy. And let's use old chat GP Dizzle. And I'm going to be like, we need this exact same code back, front to back, top to bottom. But instead of the discount numbers, we want to instead offer like 5 or 6 different options related to a restaurant. So like BOGO pizza or 20% off first time diners, etc. Before you get started, can you tell me what you think those 5 or 6 items would be? So let's just see if it'll give me a quick answer back. Look at that. Boom. BOGO pizza, 20% off. Let's say it's for an Italian restaurant. So keep that in mind. Let's see if they give me better options. Look at that. Pizza, first time. Yeah, bruschetta, tiramisu. That's my wife's favorite. 10% off your next visit. Okay, cool. Those were perfect. So we want to have, instead of the current theme, something more fitting, but keep the idea the same. And instead of the number style discount offer, make it one from of the 6 that you just created. You've got to make sure this is super world class as we're trying to win a competition with this landing page. Here's the code to use, homie. That's the secret word. And so I just pasted the whole landing page in there, like swimwear. So a lot of text there, man. All right, let's see if I can, there's all the wheel stuff. Yeah, and then I'm trying to show you where you would change your information. Here it is right here. So at least they have this nicely done where your info is right at the very top of the script. So all of this, for those of you that don't, doesn't really matter that you know or not at this point, but the whole top here is all HTML. It's all, you know, what you're interacting with. And here's where your logic is and like making things happen, your script. And so the config, when you see your account ID, ref ID, cuff, this is where you put your stuff. You could just give the AI your cuff ID or however many custom fields that you need to provide it. Say, here's the label. So it could be something like income or budget or whatever. Here's budget for the label and here's the ID. It will match it up for you. So it's running and running and running. BOGO Pizza Night. That's so gangster. How it's doing it so fast. I couldn't even buy a plugin as fast as it's generating this for me. And this is going to be better than any plugin I could buy. I just think of all the years of like mini micro SaaS that I've, don't get me wrong. I'm happy. I like to, you know, support cool projects and like handy things that I'll actually use. But like, man, it's just, even if I could create something myself at a certain point, there's like a give and take. It's like, okay, here's my money. Give me the thing. Because it's just faster and easier, more convenient. But now for so many things, you have the idea, you can just make it happen. I think we'll try like to push it and try the pinata next, just because Wendy's, she's just the best. Shout out Wendy. Let's see what our spinner's going to look like. Oops. All right, cool. Let's try it out. Let's see if this thing's going to work, man. Okay, so I missed, I need to take some of that HTML away. So here's the restaurant. This does look Italian. If you do see this, in case you don't know how, I'll show you how to remove that. If you do ever see it, it's the way it's the way I copied and pasted that from ChatGPT. Sometimes it'll throw that on you. You just take the very top off, and that should be okay. Let's go back and check it. Yeah, it's much better. And then there's 3 dots there at the bottom. I didn't see, but I could get those. Let me show you where they are, just to be thorough. Is this the one we're working on even? So there's the 3 dots. Hope you can see that. And then here again. Should be good. Let's publish this, check it, and remove this guy. All right, now we're Gucci. It's beautiful. All right, cool. So here, this is our Italian restaurant. So, and again, that was a cool idea. I had like the thoughts of, we should have like done that. Maybe it should have been by just emoji. I'll bet you could import certain icons. But I was like picturing in my mind more of like a slice of pizza or like some emoji. But like what they did is they truncated the text. I could just tell it to do something else, but in this case, we'll just make sure it's working. Spin. And here is okay, so free tiramisu. There it is. That's awesome. Like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. And it does look super awesome on your mobile device too. Again, on our pages, it's just made for that. Popping out of Messenger, it looks so nice, for example. So we just won a free tiramisu. which is awesome, right? So we can claim my reward, and then boom, just take us right to the flow. Free tiramisu, baby. Look at that. That's the takeaway. Free tiramisu. That is how you do it, man. Okay, and like to take one step further, I guess we could do that. And like think of one more design we could do for the scratch off, maybe, or maybe one more spinner, or the pinata was a good idea. Maybe we could try that. I might be pushing it, but this is the thank you here. So this is the actual flow that you're getting. So you generate your reward or whatever your discount, when this could be whatever you needed it to be. Put in your information. The URL is generated for this flow. So in this case, I'm just pushing it to the web chat, and I'm saying thanks for your, thanks first name. Here's your discount. Let's do one thing here, and let's add Google Sheets. My homies, Google Sheets. And let's say date. Let's say let's just do first name, email, or what did we do? Did we do full name? We could just do full name, is fine. I'm OCD like that. Full name, email, and let's do discount claimed. That's what we'll do. And we'll call this sheet spinner winners. Yes, spinner winners. Come on, man. All right, cool. So let's get this URL, copy it. Cool. Let's go back to our settings here. Make sure I've got, should make the screen big again, sorry. Make sure I do have Google Sheets all ready to rock, and we don't. So I'll make sure I do. Cool. We just integrated with Google Sheets. Bing, bang, boom, done. I'm going to go back in and throw in that sheet we just made. Boom. So we'll call this spinner winners. Spinner winners. That's amazing. So then I'm going to go back to my spinner, my thanks flow. And I might have multiple thanks pages. I'm going to call this thank you. I'll call this one spinner winner. Thank you page. So I can remember. Make sure that holds there. That's perfect. So that's looking good. Let's go ahead and add an action. Name this send to sheets and connect the nodes here. Is how I would say do it. You can have your own way. So then I'm going to go to Google Sheets here. I'm going to send that data to the spinner winner sheet, worksheet number 1. Last interaction. That's going to give us a timestamp. Full name, email, and discount. I already made that custom field discount previously. Save, cool. So this would go into Google Sheets. If I wanted to also have a notification go to an admin that we just got another person to sign up, I could do that as well in a couple of different ways. The easiest way would be notify admin and use that action. It's going to just send an automatic message. So here you go, notify admin. I'm the admin of this page. I could have the specific message to the notification. So it could be another spinner winner has just entered the contest. Entered. By the way, I feel like all of the AI live videos that we see, these people have got to get on CBB Nation's level and stop with all the typing and just like do the audio to text. Like I've gotten hopefully so much better about it, but it like drives me nuts. Like these are the smartest people and they're like still doing videos to typing. They just whatever. I got a lot of feedback over the years of people saying like, yeah, I love to type it or speak into the thing versus type now. So we could include their full name, and let's include their email that they gave us. And maybe we want to know their discounts as well. So this is going to be sent to me via email and any other admin alert channel that I want, which is nice. And then if you do have email, you can also send an email, which I don't have set up for this account, but I could email anyone I want, the user, or I could email someone from my team, which is just also very, very handy. But we'll stop there for now, and I'll hit publish. And let's go to the spinner deal here, and let's grab the code, and let's see if we have any. Should we try the pinata? I think that's what we should do. Italian restaurant with no pineapple pizza. Wine restaurant. Let's try the pinata. This would be a gangster thing if it's able to pull it off. I will give it that. I think that would just be baller. Okay, so let's do this. Not like I do have thinking turned on. Maybe I put it on extended. What does that do? I've never seen that button even on ChatGPT. All right, excellent job. Now, what I'm going to need you to do is focus on this and ensure that it looks amazing and achieves the exact same goal of allowing a user to get a discount and then fill out the form and build the link again exactly as you've been doing. But this time, what we want is to be able to have a pinata that we can click to simulate a hit and then see the discount fall from the pinata or the effect of what I need there. So here's what you do. I'm going to say, take this word vomit that I just gave and make it better text, then stop. It's like, this idiot can't even speak. Hopefully he gives me just the text back really fast. Excellent job. Don't think so. Oh, I put it on the extended thinking too. Skip. Oh, look at that. I broke ChatGPT Tizzle. Sorry. Let's hit him again. Turn off that extended thinking. I'm going to go, I don't need extended thinking for this. I should just give it to me. Excellent job. All right, so I'm going to say boom. I'm going to go back over here, copy, and let's see if we can get it. Y'all think it's going to give us a pinata, man? Y'all think it'll work? Oh, I wanted to do the extended thinking, though, like to give it a good, fair shot. So I will do that. How did I do that? How did I do that again? I don't know how I did that. Maybe I can't do it anymore. Oh, here we go. Thinking. There we go. And let's just do, we'll do extended there. I want to know, like, do you guys think my speaking is worse than my typing? I don't know about that. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that it's going to be able to pull off creating a pinata effect, a pinata experience that we're going to be able to smack a pinata, get some sort of discount, and then provide our information and move on to the next step? Will it actually look good? This is the type of thing, like, and it doesn't take so much time. It's already as I say that, it's generating. That's baller. Smash the pinata. When it didn't give it, he said 100%. Yes, it should do it. So think of the post, guys. I'm trying to, we are going to practice what we preach always. So I literally am going to do this exact same thing. Probably with that spinner graphic or video. You think I should probably do the video? I'll do both. I'll do all of them. I'll do a whole campaign on this to just really test it and to have more of the right people in CBB Nation, truthfully. How far is it going to go? It's going to be look at this wobble. Pinata hit. Pinata SVG styling. I will say, in my experience, vibe coding with these two, the ChatGPT and Claude, throw in this kind of thing. This is the total vibe code where you're not even reading the stuff at all. It's the total vibe code. And then you're doing stuff with it, which is the fun part. I like to use the Chat GPT for the technical things, make it work in Chat GPT, and then I'll throw that thing right over into homie Claude until Claude like locks me out for the day, which is usually like one prompt or two. Jeez, this is giant code. So here's the function, like it's actually doing things here, collecting all the things. I hope this thing looks, I hope it looks so awesome. I hope this is a gangster pinata logic. God, I could just imagine this getting assigned to any sort of web dev team out there and be like, what? A pinata? Like, what? All right, let's see. Let's try it out, man. Let's try it out. Pinata. Don't ever get me to try to spell that, dude. Bam. All right, let's check it. Let's see it. Look at that. Let's spin the wheel. Did it not save? I bet you it didn't save. Let's refresh that mug. Smash the pinata. It should be. Let's publish it here. I'll get the publish link. Shouldn't be the pinata. What? It shouldn't be. Why? There it is. There it is. There it is. I knew it. I knew I wasn't tripping. I just too fast, too furious. Look at this, dude. Click or press enter to hit. Look at this. Look at this. Hit the pinata. What? Look at this, dude. Are you serious? Yeah, everybody's help publish. Pinata. Look at this. Are y'all, you see what I'm seeing? And it just like it shows that it like I hit it. Look at that. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Are you serious, dude? Look, there's my dude. Dude, that is so good. Okay, now that is so, yo, isn't that insane? Oh my God. All right, so now let's just see. I want to go over to Robert's favorite, which is Claude. Claudie boy. All right, yeah. Start thinking, sure. Okay, so Sonnet 4.5. Smartest model, efficient for everyday use. I think we give it I think we use Sonnet. I think they're supposed to say that's the best. Extended thinking. All right. All right, so I'm gonna drop it like it's hot in there. And let's see if we can just send it. Thinking. The users had to share the document the kings. I can now she's gonna ask me what I want to do with it. I'm gonna say your arch nemesis, ChatGPT, just wrote this code and said that you couldn't do anything to make it better. But I told him that he was dumb and he didn't know anything and that you definitely could make it better. And so I need you to help me prove him wrong and improve the look and feel of this code, but keep the functionality exactly as is so it will work the same with our account IDs and the URL build. Just make it way more baller and fun. Let's put in an old Claudia to the test. Your arch nemesis. Oh, man. You just put a video out comparing LLMs for landing pages code. Gemini did a pretty good job. I've never been sleeping on Google. I never have been like, Google sucks. I've always been one to be like, I ain't saying nothing about Google straight up. Okay. Oh, look, dude, look what it said. This is the fun part about Claude sometimes. Can I zoom in? It's not. Oh, yes, look. Look what Claudie boy told me. Oh, it's on. Let me absolutely destroy ChatGPT Tesla's version and make this pinata game absolutely legendary while keeping it functionally identical. Watch this. You're absolutely right. Where's my t-shirt? You're absolutely right. Golly, if you know, you know. So here we go. I hope this is just a super epic pinata, dude. Straight up. For those of y'all who are still with, I don't know how long we've been going. Over an hour, so sorry about that. I lose track of time every time. I was really done in like 20 minutes showing y'all the thing. We're just chilling and hanging out with my people on a Friday night. It's what I do, baby. But this should be gangster. It should be worth it. It should, like, if this works, and we saw that ChatGPT just gave it a huge head start, really, and it worked. Like, if we can just make we just did 3 different things to gamify a way to build trust, a way to have a higher conversion. Theoretically, that's the whole purpose here. Is an experience, is brand building. It's gonna probably lead to a higher conversion because people are gonna just they put effort into the thing. I think that you don't know until you know. That's where you leave it, and you could easily split test things because Flow Builder's gangster like that. Functions are awesome like that. This, I hope, is just amazing. I think that ChatGPT is faster, but that doesn't mean they're winning. They're going to win the race of like which one of these is going to be better. That said, the one thing I'll say, I have a lot to say about Claude, but that I won't say tonight. We'll be done after this, unless you guys have questions. I just feel like it's weird that they're limiting people, or like, I guess maybe it's only on the plan side of things, which it makes sense. I don't have the $200 Claude plan because I've just not needed it. But I guess people are getting mad about hitting limits. I guess when you're using the API, you're rate limited to a point, but most people will never reach that. But people are blowing through the Claude stuff, man. The latest on Claude, if you haven't heard, is like what you see here, the streaming text. Like, technically, if you've got the API credits for it, you got the credit card for it. Oh, dude, that does look gangster. That does look Boom. Look at that. Boom. Just made ChatGPT look like it's coding with crayons. Wow. Click enter to hit, and look, it shows the 3 things, so I know it'll be 3. How fun is that, dude? So let's copy this so you can see how to make it work. And let's make this so we don't forget. ChatGPT. This would be a fun one, Asta, to do in our Discord and Facebook group, to have them vote on which one they like better, the ChatGPT version or the Claude version. Arch nemesis Claude. Claude boy. Well, I just totally butchered Claude's name. That's why I should be talking and not typing. All right, so let's make sure that thing works good. Look, that's the same one. I didn't add it yet. Boom. I wonder if they have it like way better than Thing. I bet they do. Publish. There it is, dude. Look at that. That thing is gangster. Claude always shows up better for me. Yeah, Claude is thugging, man. Claude always for coding. I agree. You know? Agree. That is so cool, guys. Now let's see, will it work? Oh, did that just make my mouse jump, or was that me? Yeah, that was me. All right, did it work? Boom! Oh, look at that. And I smacked that, dude. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see what? Look, it just cracked his head open. Oh my God. I can't believe we did. This was a one shot, homie. He's got a little scar. He's like Scarface now. Look. I hit him with a spoon, it looks like. Golly. And it shows you 1, 2. And so here's the buckle my shoe. Bam. 75% off, Kim. What's up, Kim? 75% off discount. That is so good, dude. That is incredible. Is it going to get the correct end result URL? That's the question. Does it work? Boom, boom, boom. Will it show up? Yes, dude. Look at that. One shot. Totally different concept. Totally different top to bottom. The form was the same because it's the same. What does this actually do? Okay. when you have someone and this scenario, and you can apply this to many different things in your business or your clients' businesses. In this case, what the whole point is, should someone click on your ad or hit your landing page, do they want to fill the thing out? Do they trust what they're seeing? If they see a cool ad, okay, your business does X, Y, Z, then I'm going to click on the thing. Do I give you my information or not? If I'm someone that's on the fence, maybe something like this gets more of a conversion. That's the whole point of a gamification in general. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Let me just see. Let's just see what old ChatGPT Tizzle says before I sign off of this thing. Let's do instant. When it comes to gamification and lead generation, what is the actual direct purpose? Give me the list and answer directly. Should tell you exactly what I said. I swear on everything. I didn't check against it. It knows the games, obviously. Okay, here's the direct list of purposes. Now I'm going to say, like, what is just the main defined function and purpose of the gamification? I said game vacation. Gamification. I didn't mean game at vacation. That was a typo that Siri misheard. Heard. Shut up, Siri. All the AI is going to come for me one day. Is to drive user engagement and desired behaviors by applying. Okay, yeah. So the main defined purpose of gamification to drive user engagement and desired behaviors by applying game mechanism, points, rewards, challenges, competitions, progress tracking in non-game context. Yes. The core purpose is to motivate and influence people to take action by making the process fun, rewarding, and psychologically engaging. Yes. And so basically it's like, to have more conversions. Is that fair? Fair. It's got to be that. I said it even more concisely than on ChatGPT. Yeah, it's fair. Gamification's ultimate purpose in business context is to increase conversion, signups, purchases, referrals, any target action. I'm going to say this. Let's just see. This would be interesting. Can you find any apps out there or subscriptions that allow for this? What are some popular ones? Search the internet. Don't make up anything. Real info only. No fake news. Let's see. This is just see my little agent go search the web for us as we close out. Look. All right. So do I know any of these? Nudge. I might have heard that one. Examples of gamification interactive tools. Create spin to win, leaderboards, gamify sales, drag and drop games. Like that's just totally dead. It's going to be. Let's look at this one. This is the first one. This is not like a bad web. I should check this before I go to it. I just want to see. Y'all curious as well? It gave me the whole citation. View. I hope this is not a bad website. Okay. Solutions template. So look, simple assessment, all of these things, man. I'm telling you, all of these things you could probably prompt right now. Let's look at their templates. 300 templates. Here's your forms. Let's look at their pricing really quickly. I'm just curious. Holy smoke. See, y'all would think I'm lying, man. I swear on everything, I've never looked this up. Y'all see what this is, dog? Y'all see? Oh my goodness, dude. I mean, what am I doing wrong? Just kidding. That's crazy. Crazy, yo. Y'all see this? Do y'all see that, man? Yeah. What a man. Side hustle. And that's if you pay monthly. Okay. Pay yearly. That's what you're looking at. You know? Get 100 customers paying that amount, in a month you'll be all good. Make them pay yearly. Yeah, man, we can make all this stuff, Jeff. That's the crazy part. Let's look at these templates, man. Golly. Customize the template. Look, promote products, boost sales. Look, so here's your your timer. Merry Christmas. Look at that, dude. I'm telling you, you could prompt this. This is a Christmas. Oh, look, a Christmas landing page countdown. All right, watch this. Let's just see. Matter of fact, this might be a fun one. Let's just see what let's see what Pay Me GPT could do. I'm curious now. We're just doing the late night stuff. We got that Claude. We got that new Claude. It's true. I need to get into my account though. Log in here. Okay, I'm gonna go to my tools here. Landing page builder. So let's do this. I just want to see, if for those of you that don't know, we're in Pay Me GPT. I'm going to say, I need this to be an award-winning landing page, and we need to do our best to use real images only, no fake placeholders. We need some solid animation, and this needs to look super professional. Here are some more details to include. And I just pasted in whatever they had right there. And so let's hit generate. Don't hate generate. So it's just going to bust out the whole code for us right now. I think is just so insane just to see. And we can edit it if we want. This is Sonnet 4.5. So this is the exact same thing as running it in the app. It takes the same amount of time as well. So look, it's going to give us snow animation. I can already see that. That's going to be fun. It's going to have some sparkles in there. I will say I might have put some effort into the little prompt here. I'm not going to lie. The prompt should take care of a lot of things. And you can override the prompt, obviously. I had someone ask me if I just want a super simple form and I don't want a whole landing page, can I just use that? I'm like, totally, just literally say that's what you want. Otherwise, it's just going to try to make it gangster, like totally like mind blowing, because we want people to fill the thing out or achieve whatever the CTA is. You do have your sections here. So like where I was having to like really read through the code to show you guys where to change things, like your account ID, for example. One thing that it helps me personally, so I assume it's going to help other people, is to section off the different parts so I know what I'm looking for. So that's already built in for you. So you don't have to read any of this. But if there's something quick you wanted to change or some section only, you don't have to keep throwing in the entire beast of your code into the ChatGPT every single time. If you know this is the section I want to change. And so that was the purpose of these deals here. So like in this case, if I wanted to just remove the testimonial section that it's generating for us, or if I wanted to make it better, and I didn't want to touch any of this code, I could at least at the minimum copy and paste this section into a ChatGPT, LLM, Claude, whatever, and it would just be like, yo, redo this part, and just paste it right back, and just like that, you're Gucci. So let's see. Now it's on the final CTA section. All right. We still got some people up here. I tried making some of these last time. Yes. Mini SaaS. I'm telling you. I'm so glad all my people's here. I love the section of the codes. Yes. Awesome, Kim. I'm so glad you do. It's the little things like that, you know. So it's going through newsletter sign up, bottom footer, mobile, discount code. So is this the logic? Copy function. I don't even know what we were doing on this one. I already forget. Oh, this is the countdown. Look, here's the countdown. And there it is. So set interval, update the countdown. So this should be an interactive deal there. Newsletter. Done. So it says it's generated. Let's create the page. You could add in a whole bunch of SEO now. And I have got one update to make this button nicer to click on desktop. I'll upload after this live here. But now we can check it out. So let's view this sucker. Let's publish it. I didn't publish it yet. Let's see. Look at that. Whoa, there you go. There you go. Start your Christmas with big savings. Look at that. And this is a landing page. This is like, look at that. There's the real pictures too, baby. That's what I'm talking about, yo. That's what I'm talking about, yo. I'm sorry, I get hype. Look, man. And already you could include the custom fields that you want, and the form will actually work to generate the correct parameters to create a contact, just like in CBP, which is great. This is just so good. Look, all the things work. Shop now. That is beautiful, dude. And then what you could do, really, if you really want to get gangster with it, you could do this. You go into your agents, and you could say Christmas agent. Christmas agent. And let's look at our prompt engineering here. And let's generate a prompt. I just took the text, and I'm just literally just going to hit generate prompt. I took the text from the customer facing, the user facing landing page, copy that on my clipboard. And I'm so lazy now. I'm just going to just generate the prompt with a button click with that prompt generator. So there it is. You're the assistant AI for Christmas deals, a company dedicated to providing exceptional blah, blah, blah. Use the prompt. All right, cool. And so let's create this thing. Here's our widget here. Let's do this. Let's do the voice launcher. It's my favorite. So here's the voice launcher. We'll go back into our landing pages. Here's the one we made. Right, exclusive holiday deals, and I can just throw this right in the top. Save. Publish. All right, cool. This should be exactly what we want. Yeah, there it is. So cool. I can now see just like that. That is great. Fantastic. And I can start talking. What up? How you doing? If you haven't tried the voice, if you want to do that, I'm going to throw a link here. So let's go back one more time into CBB. And we can add in that link. Because I know some of you guys do want to see that side of things. If you're here this long, you'll definitely want to play with it. It is kind of fun. I'm not going to lie. So what I'll do is I'll just go over to my magic links here. And let's add one more, last one. PMG click. And there's the URL. And this would be we just generated this so fast. I'm going to do it too, just make sure it's Gucci man. And then I'll get off of this thing. I want to generate this. I got to finish this spin ad. That's what I need to do. I just think it's going to do really well. I think it's going to find the right people. The right people are going to see that. I believe it. And I think it's going to be fun. All right, so let's see. Try this thing out. Pop me over here to pay me GP Tizzle. Boy, look. I'm telling you. So let's see.
Hello, how can I help you today?
Hey, how's it going? Can you tell me some of your deals?
Absolutely. Right now, we've got a fantastic Christmas promotion where everything is 50% off with the code Christmas50. This offer is valid until December 31st, 2024. We've got popular products like premium wireless headphones, smart fitness watches, wireless charging stations, smart home speakers, professional camera lenses, and premium running shoes, all originally.
Let me ask you this. Do you have any customer testimonials at all?
Absolutely. We're proud to have a 4.9 average customer rating with a 99% satisfaction rate. Our customers often mention.
Who's some of your customers?
We've got a mix of customers from all over.
What did Mike say?
We've had customers like Mike, who absolutely loved his premium wireless headphones and mentioned that they're the best he's ever used at such a great price. He also highlighted
how much did Mike get off of his order?
Mike used our Christmas discount code and got 50% off his entire order. That's a huge saving, and it applies to everything. So how much did Sarah Johnson save? Sarah Johnson also used our Christmas discount code and saved 50% off her order. She mentioned how thrilled she was with the quality of the products and the amazing savings she got.
Do you know what the number was?
Sarah used our 50% off
Did she
discount
save
code.
100? Did she save $100 or did she save $200?
With our 50% off discount, she could easily have saved around $100.
So it didn't get that one. I guarantee that just wasn't included. That thing knew all the things with like zero effort. Robert just texted me here. He's watching. What did he say? Oh, he's got all the he's showing me the products. Isn't that crazy, y'all? Like it's crazy. This is generated right before our eyes. We are really in a different time. Look at that. There's the countdown. Did it actually count? Let's check. If I refresh my page. No, I see it didn't count. I'm sure that's like one additional prompt gets you there. So I think that's just a fun thing. And again, like if you want to spend, listen, hey, if you want to, and we could literally we could generate any picture we want. If you want to pay this price, like, listen, more power to you. You got more money than me. I ain't trying to pay these kind of prices for things that I could generate on my own with a tool that I already have. That's how I want your mindset to be. You have more money when you don't spend it all. But that's all I've got, guys. This is a long one, but I missed y'all. I mean, we need to have some fun tonight, and I hope this inspired you. This is literally the first option. I'm curious now. Can I get back to it? Let's just see. Like, was it a fluke? Sales gamification, fantasy contest, sales with live leaderboards, nudge. All right, let's look at this one. Be leaked. Gamification. Oh, this is like the very first, for those you OGs, the NBA, the March Madness basketball game that with GIFs in Messenger. That was like my first like thing I really was showing. That's so funny. So here's their deal. They've got an explainer video. All right, it's funny. Pricing. They're gonna show us. Look at that, boy. Boy, I tell you what, I thought, man, 600 a month player. All you guys can do this. This is what I've always talked about, micro SaaS. This is it. This is it. I want y'all to make all the money. That's what I really want. Look, you don't be afraid to charge. People are afraid to charge this and that. Dude, this is a SaaS, man. This is not a hands-on thing. And they're booming it, dude. Booming it. Golly. All right, guys. I'm telling, that's 2 in a row. I did not even search this previously. And I'm showing you things that it's way more better than whatever you can look at through whatever they're making here. Playable demos. I'm telling you, man, let's play this. Play the Honeybee slot machine. See, this is all about gambling. Not going to be a good experience on, is it going to work on mobile? Let's see. Good on them for that. But guess what? We could totally make this ourselves now. Enter. How's it going to do? So like before you can even play, it's making you do the form. I'll let you play first. You could swap it. You can do either one. Man, that's just so fun. I already think our stuff is better when you're just looking at it this way. Like the background's flashy. That's what that is. This is the information. This is like the whole reason you're paying their insane price. Wherever it was. Golly. Is it just me? 600 a month, 10,000 entries, 100,000. Look at that, boy. Golly. All right, guys, I think that's it, baby. I mean, what else can I say? Like 2 different businesses booming it out there. This is a side quest for you guys, especially on the agency side of things. Not only can you save money now, I hope you can see that like you have the tools already, most likely, to be able to save a ton of money and actually have a lot of times better for your situation products when you can make it for your own specifications. Even if it's custom fields, it's your form that you made with your system. You're making AI. This is what Sam hated to love. This is what Sam Altman was talking about from day one when he says, you know, it's not about what this agent can do or this bot can do. It's going to be who is going to be building AI systems. And that is what we're building. You're building a system. It's systematic when you're going from a landing page to a web chat or a WhatsApp chat or Messenger, Instagram, TikTok coming soon for a lot of us. I think that it's just going to be how I started this whole video. If you're not in AI right now, if you don't consider yourself fully immersed and you're an expert, if for this this is your first time watching this, if this is you've got some first timers in the 22 million people watching right now, welcome to CBB Nation. But to the OGs, like, you must now at this point have the confidence to say, I'm in this now. Like, I understand it. You understand it vastly greater than the expert down the block. I can guarantee it. And you can do anything you want to do now. You get the backup and the support with us. We just made a pinata game out of nowhere. What did we do? We did the spin the wheel, multiple versions, scratch offs, and we just proved there are companies out there that that's all they've put together. They've literally put together 100 different versions of that in different ways, pre-built basically. They're doing that probably successfully for a long time because the idea works and it's trackable, especially if there's already volume. I see it. And I'm just looking at these prices like $1,800 a year for these forms for 50,000 forms. And they put it on there $21,000 a year. That's a side hustle for CBB Nation. And already you can make a better landing page than what these people, I'm not a hater, what these two companies we looked at, the landing pages that you can make with Claude 4 way better. It's a crazy time from Sora to all the code stuff, man. But CBB Nation, thank y'all for watching. Thank you, man. You are the bomb. I can't wait to see. You got to share what you make with me, man. Another great. Thanks, brother. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Kim. See, on payments, you can if we can chat with the AI, it'd be a great thing. We might could do that. I haven't made a way to like go back and re-look at the prior code, but we could do that. The landing page generator has been way more popular than I thought it would ever be. So I spent a little more time on that, but that's a good idea. Good idea. Like, all the good ideas come from you guys. Yes, that's what it's all about, man. Get more deals. Appreciate you, Jeff. I'll check. I did see right before I came on, I just saw that. I'll definitely check it out. Yes, Wendy's awesome. Wendy's the best. All you guys, all my fam out there, all across. I love you guys. Did you see what man, I know that you're gonna come up with some cool things. All you guys do. But with that, I hope I've inspired you to just see, like, this is what's going on. You all can do it. You're way better at prompting. What I just did, I had to get ChatGPT to prompt my stuff. If you're not in AI, you're in trouble. So please take that as the thing you're walking away with. You're fully immersed in AI. You might have a full-time thing here doing something else, but like, you have to get in that mindset today. That Sora stuff, man, I just counted all the different jobs that are going to just literally probably be no more. So you got to start being all those things yourself. And so many of you can, with the power of AI and organization. And this is what I've always said, and I'll end here. If you're motivated and you're creative, you cannot lose, man, in this day and age. That's what I truly believe. All right, y'all. You're amazing. I'll see you later. Peace.